Who's ready for story time? Got my coffee. Happy hump day, you guys. My story is about MEPS. I'll try to tell it quick because I got to clock in here soon. So when I first joined the military, anytime anybody joins the military, you have to go to MEPS. MEPS is military entrance processing something. I think stations or something. It's military entrance processing. So it's where the military takes anybody who's joining any branch of the military, Air Force, Navy, Marines, you're all in the same spot. You have a brief exam. It's also where you take a test called ASVAB, or basically your aptitude test. It helps kind of determine what kind of job you're going to be doing when you get into the military. If you score low on the ASVAB, you end up flipping burgers and folding towels. No offense, those people are important too. So don't overestimate the importance of a low score. I got a high score and I was sorry for it. I hated it. Hated it. I ended up in training for almost 2 years of my life in the military. Worst idea ever. So, coffee. Okay, so when we went to MEPS, one of the things that they're going to do, if you're ever curious, is they're going to take both genders, women and men separate, into an exam room by groups. So about 7 was in my group. 7 of us ladies were brought into an exam room. It looks like a large doctor's office, and you are actually asked to strip down to your underwear. Women are stripped down to their bras and panties. Let's say it how it is. Men will be stripped down to their tighty-whities or boxers, whichever one you guys hang with. And you do kind of like a physical body exam. They're going to ask you to squat down and do like a duck walk to see if your knees and your hips and your back can function appropriately for simple tasks. They will actually ask you to lift a certain amount of weight. And they also, at one point, ask you all to stand there and face one wall and then just bend straight over. You're just bending over. And what they're doing is the doctor comes up behind you and examines your spine for any kind of multiple sclerosis or something like that. And that's just normal part of the exam. Well, after we were done and we were getting dressed, one girl told me, she's like, I almost thought he was gonna snap on a rubber glove and do a rectal exam. And we all kind of laughed and we were like, well, you know, we know. But then the guy came in, the doctor, and he said, all right, ladies, as soon as you're done getting dressed, come on out, and then we're going to do the exam for the guys. And all of a sudden, like, 2 of us were like, hey, when we go out there, let's tell them that they do a rectal exam. And one girl's like, well, I got to go to the bathroom as soon as we're done here, so I'm going to tell them it's because of that. And so we came out of the exam room, and 3 of the girls were like, we gotta go to the bathroom. Boy, that was rough. And they were all kind of like, and the guys were like, what? Why? And I told one of the older guys, I said, well, apparently part of the exam is a rectal exam. And the young guys were like, nuh-uh. And the girls played it pretty well. They were just like, yes, but there was one guy. There was one guy. I remember his name too, David. There's one guy that was applying to go commission for the Army. He had apparently been in the Army before as an enlisted, and he had been through MEPS before, but now he was coming back and commissioning to be an officer. So he was kind of just looking at me like, oh, they must have changed things. And I just kind of looked at him and I was like, you know, put on your best flirty smile, Shannon, and play it off. And he didn't say anything, but I think he knew, because he was like, well, that's okay. Maybe they just have to be more thorough nowadays. And he just kind of looked at me, and I knew he must have known, but he didn't say anything. When they came out, he sat down right next to me and he was like, "Good one. If you had only seen the looks on their faces the moment the doctor asked them to bend over." He said a couple of them actually went white. And to be honest, we got a rash of stuff from the guys when they came out of the exam room. They're like, "They never checked anything. You guys lied." But that guy, David, sat next to me. And after that, we actually kept in touch for a couple years. He went into the Army. I went into the Air Force. And we sent emails, how are things going, all this stuff. Because we both happened to be from Seattle. So we had, you know, common backgrounds. But it was so worth seeing those guys come out and just be like, "You guys." Because for 20 straight minutes before that moment, they were sweating bullets. And David knew, but I do wish that would have been a spectacular picture to have, is their faces. So it just comes to show, when you're in the military, or if you're thinking of joining the military, don't believe everything you hear. Just understand that people love their jokes. They love their jokes, they love their pranks, they love their BS. So, alright, thanks for the laugh, you guys. I'm gonna finish my coffee, start my Wednesday, cruise right into Friday. I made a great commission check this week. I know that's really nobody's business, but the reason I'm saying is a little extra money for the weekend. I think we're gonna get something special for Friday night dinner. No Cook Friday. I don't know if you've seen my video of that, but No Cook Friday is a thing in our house, so maybe we'll get something good. Maybe some steaks and barbecue again. Alright guys, I'm gonna start my day. Thanks for laughing with me, and I hope it was funny. It was funny to me when I saw them come out. I love you guys. I hope you're all loving each other. Stay salty.